said I got style.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they're getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold. Bang roll, on the go. Ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Came for
now.
my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Happy Monday to everyone. Last day of the month today, 30th. And yeah, let's see what we're going on. Make sure all systems go. Everything does look good here. Does look like everything's working. Afternoon from Thailand. Nice. Yeah, so let's have a look. Start off with the news here. David Spirit watching things on the moon. Yeah, looking today, Monday, 30th September, we have a bit of Euro news all day here, CPI data, so they put that all day, which is weird. We have Powell speaking tonight again. He did testify on Friday, or it wasn't Friday, it was, I think, Thursday last week. We did have Powell, testify here. What he basically talked about was just basic stuff, saying, listen, we need to see how employment market is doing to consider a November rate cut, right? So they're talking about November rate cut as a potential, maybe another 0.5%. We'll see, but they're just saying, let's watch labor market. So tonight he's speaking again, speaking very late, around 10 p.m. So well after all our sessions. So I don't really, to be honest, there's nothing really much he can say on top of that. I'm not sure what else there is. It's kind of just like, let's wait for NFP. Let's wait for NFP this week. And, first Friday of every single month is NFP. So this is where people try to make their month or break their month, right? So yeah, this is how it is. This is how it is. They will full margin in NFP, either make their month or break their month. Finish it from the first Friday of every single month. Or we also have ADP this week and some stuff like that. Overall, not too much. Next week, we'll have the GBP news come through as normal. It's how the schedule works in terms of monthly cycles here. But what is interesting next month is actually a new quarter here. So going to be very, very important. New quarter 4 here, last quarter of the years. And last quarter of the year, see what opportunity we get. Currently, GJ is working on some downside action here. Wonder if this is just going to be a liquidity grab to continue up bullish here from the daily low. So yeah, let's go ahead and run the analysis here. Start off on weekly time frame. We can see weekly time frame is successfully closing bearish here. Previous weekly doesn't have a bottom wick here, which is very interesting. Same type of story we're having on the daily time frame here. Current daily made a top wick here. Whoever attended our Asian session, how to trade Asian session webinar this week, this is that kind of idea, right? How you have that momentum coming, you look for Asian for pullbacks. This should be very clear. This is a clear example of how Asian session could have been traded today, right? So we can go over that after the live stream about trading, basically how Asian session would have worked here, but that webinar would have helped, right? So 4-hour time frame is closing bearish. We do have a 4-hour support right here. We can mark this 4-hour support. So this is our first 4-hour support here, and then we do have another one a little bit lower. A little bit lower is another 4-hour support, which is going to be here. So price currently working on some downside here. 1 hour is trying to break through. We do have this previous 1 hour. I wonder if we react from there or not. So we'll put this as a question mark. P1 question mark. P1 question mark. Not too important. It is an old one. But this was kind of a news move out of here, so definitely can still respect it if it wanted to, since it was a news move out of that zone. Looking at 30-minute here, same zones here all the way down until this support here. Obviously key level between, which we're going to mark in a minute. 15 is also the same here. So yeah, that's what we're looking like here. Let's go ahead and move this one to here, 500. Just to have it here, and we'll move this one to the next 500 level, which will be somewhere around here. There we go. So yeah, obviously closes below would be good here, makes sense. If this is going to dump straight through, then interesting to see this. Do we have any type of high time frame closure below? No 1 hour closure below. 30-minute failed to close below right here. 15-minute is working on it, so we need at least a 15. Wonder how big this 15-minute is. This is about 50 pips, almost 42 pips here. By the time we close in 3 minutes, might push down further, which is obviously what we don't want. Target here is around 39 pips. It's hard to get positive risk to reward these days on setup ones. It's just not giving you that risk to reward. So even it's not worth it to key level here. You literally need a full-on 100 pip melt towards the downside to get your 1-to-1, and this is just pushing through here. So I think 5-minute close below is the one that's kind of giving the initial push here. But we'll see on a close. It is very early here and a Monday, last day of the month. I would prefer, it would be ideal in this scenario to get some form of setup 3. Setup 3 right here would be the trade and would, you know, give us at least something that makes sense in terms of risk to reward. So that would be nice to see. Or some sort of 5-minute pullbacks, right? Something like that. Have news soon too, do we? I don't think we have any news. You mean these ones? These GBP news? Yeah, this is not too important, this one. I wouldn't worry too much. HPI is more in terms of property. Doesn't really affect. Final GDP quarter on quarter sometimes, but really it doesn't really do too much here. As it's priced in. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening on this 15-minute time frame. Apart from that, let's have a look here at gold. Actually, let's see GU first. GU is pushing up here. Starting to see GU work its way through the ranges here. Previous weekly did close bullish, still here, kind of gunning for that 1.35 maybe eventually, we'll see, you know, as a target here. Looking at daily time frame here, kind of mixed, same as GJ, how daily candle closed in the range, but GU hasn't flipped yet. So previous daily is bearish, previous 4 hours is bullish, so mixed session as well, same as GJ, but more of the opposite way. So looking at, you know, sales can make sense if we definitely start to roll over, find resistance, maybe some up here and then close back inside the range. Closing back inside 15-minute range, this is old 15-minute range, which we did react, can give you the sells back down. If not, getting back above this zone will lead into buys as well. So this is something that can definitely happen here. Is getting the buy option as well, especially if we start to create support. This I'd prefer to see how the 1 hour candle closes. You know, to give me more information here. Just buying right now can make sense as well. Again, the setup ones, let's see. Do have this previous wick rejection zone here that we've seen a lot of stuff. No wicks on 1 hour and daily. Yeah, I know we don't have. We have. I want to see how it looks on my broker though. GBP USD 1 hour does have a wick. Daily does have a bottom wick. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That candle's closed, right? So it doesn't matter once the candle's closed because it's closed. We only care about it when it's open. I hate when I check. Now all my charts are messed up. Can't see anything. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I want to see how a price forms on GU here. I'd prefer to be buying from somewhere down here, not right up here. 15 minutes candle has closed, no bottom wick on the moment at this 15. GJ candle has closed here, making its top wick. So yeah, making a top wick on GJ so far. 5-minute candle closed with a rejection. I'd like to see some form of thunderstorm here. Would be ideal, because if we're measuring risk to reward here, guys, although breaking the low does seem very, you know, juicy here. 48 pips for a target, maxed out at 33 pips. You're just not going to get paid for that trade. You're not going to get paid. Are you using Forex.com? Yes, but not for gold, right? Because gold, the 4 hours wrong for that, so I'm not using it for gold. But the rest I'm using. So yeah, thunderstorm would be warranted here. Very impulsive on the 1 minute. This move here would be great to see some sort of retests. You know, maybe a reflip here. Like if we can come back, retest the range and then reflip, I'll be interested in sales as well. Even key level as well potentially. And then instead of running the full stop loss back in range. Like a 24 pip stop loss. Is riskier, but then I would expect once it retests these levels, either 500 or preferably the range, you wouldn't expect it to come back in the range. By that point, hopefully we would have a 5-minute candle bullish as well. That will give us somewhere to put stops. You just rely price respecting that range. Now that would make a lot of sense in terms of risk to reward. Have around a 24, 25 pip stop. 12 pips to this previous 1 hour and then 37 pips down to the 500. So this would make a lot more sense in terms of a trade. Gold, on the other hand, working its way inside of this range at the moment. We're seeing daily time frame close kind of bearish here, but still respecting the support. We covered this on the webinar with the guys. 4-hour time frame rejected the lows here. We can put another 4-hour support here. So we're still stuck inside of this higher range. If we do start to roll over and lose this 4-hour support, we could probably see some further downside. But yeah, we did flip here on GJ. Yeah, we didn't tap that 500. That's interesting to see we didn't tap 500. I would have liked at least 500. I was looking at it just 500. Because that would be a retest of something. Right now we've retested nothing. I wonder if it tapped 500 on my broker. Because we would be running current candle stops. We would not even be running previous candle stops. We'd be running current candle stops. Which of course is a little bit riskier. Not a little bit, quite a lot. So where did it test? No, it didn't test. It didn't test 190 on my broker. It tested 190, 189.982 on my broker. So has it got to be to exact pip? Well, then how are you going to trigger your entry then, right? Like if it didn't tap it and then you enter on the flip again and then it flies up and you get stopped out because it retests up here and your stop loss is here, you're going to tell yourself, well, honestly, when I entered, it didn't actually tap it. Right? That's what you're going to tell yourself. Because we're not putting stop loss above anything. Remember how risky this stop loss is. Your stop loss is not above structure. It's not above a candle. It's not even above a 5-minute candle. It's not above anything. It's only back in the range relying on that minimum 190 to be a retest. Minimum. Right? Minimum 190 is a retest because you're just going to literally take it here. Stop loss is going to be here back inside the range. If price wants to come up here, you're stopped. You're stopped. But I mean, you can take it like that early, but I don't know how to trigger that. I don't know how to trigger that because you need the conditions. Now, of course, you guys can take the trade here, negative risk to reward. Like literally rip it right now and put your stop loss above the highs for 53 pips. No problem. If that's your plan today, then take it. You can be in. You would be in now in profits. That's how your trade would be looking. Right? But you have to accept that it will be negative risk to reward. And that is going to be par for the course. Right? So unless we just get very smooth downside continuation and you get past that 500 level. You know? Unless we just absolutely dump today non-stop. So if you want to go with that idea, guys, then this is where your entry would be. Stop loss above the highs and then just rely on it to go down during the whole day. If it reverses from here, well, that's why, you know, you should be careful, right? What's bias on gold? Today's mixed bias on gold. We will continue with our analysis on gold here. It's currently trying to retrace some of this range here. 1 hour time frame has created a support. This is kind of already active since basically this close above here. This close above and then the support and then break of the high. This has been in an active trade. So we're seeing this continue up. It's almost at target. I would say your first target is this previous resistance, second target top of the range. So this is already moving in terms of being inside of an active trade. What was that? 24 pips. Yeah, this is a beautiful actually option. What time was that? I was at 8:30. Yeah, so about an hour ago this happened here. So this would be, you know, this gap here we did fill already. See if there's any 1 hour levels. No, there's no 1 hour levels. Previous 4 hour level here. Here's another level you should be watching as well. Enter a bit early today. Yeah, it seems like early one was the option. Yeah, early one was the option. And yeah, previous daily here bearish. What did previous 4 hour close? Previous 4 hour also closed bearish, but rejection from the bottom of the range. So we can consider this still inside of a range. That's the only difference. So if we're going to look for sells on gold, well, since we're still already inside of the range, we have to be selling from the top of the range. So probably if we can get back to 64, 65, it's going to be good. It's going to be good to get back to that levels to take sells. Because, you know, we do have essentially bearish bias, but we don't want to be trading in the middle of the range, right? That's the worst place to trade. We either want to trade from the range lows back up, or we want to trade from the range highs back down. So we'll see how that forms. Even potentially from here, we could sneak in a little trade. We'll see what happens. But if it just dumps straight to there, it's probably done. My preferred thing to do is to sell from top of the range down. Harry, what's P1? It stands for previous 1 hour, right? Previous 1 hour. Anyways, I appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Last day of the month here. If you would like to do the YouTube business, I'd appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream. Let's get the likes up to how much? 150. I would appreciate that. And last day of the month, who's ready for quarter 4, man? Who's ready for quarter 4? This is going to be a good day to gain information. Don't go mess yourself up last day of the month. It's weird. I hate last days of the month on a Monday because I like to start Monday fresh, like it's the beginning of our week. But it's kind of like tomorrow is actually a Monday, right? So tomorrow will actually be a Monday. Today is giveaway day. No, tomorrow would be giveaway day. But in order to have giveaway day, we need 700 viewers on stream. That's the goal. 700 viewers on stream is the goal, and then giveaway day will come. That's the goal. So we set goals. It's always nice to achieve goals instead of me giving thousands of dollars worth of giveaways all the time. I think I do a lot and people take it for granted. So we should make it a goal. Q4, let's go. Indeed. Let's go. I'm ready. Not sure if everyone else is. Make sure you've been preparing. I do have a gift. I did say that I do so much. I did say that I do so much for free, but I do have one more gift for you guys. So make sure you stick around. I'll tell you the gift a little bit later once more people show up. It's a nice little gift. As if we don't have enough. Also, 5-minute structures would be good, right? 5-minute structures. Hey, Leighton. At least we get 5-minute bullish, 5-minute below 1 hour support for entry. Yeah, could be. Again, aggressive entry. So, you know, we can expect to be stopped on that if price wants to pull back. It's just you'll have to accept it. This is how it's been kind of this month. A lot of aggressive entries. So, you know, there's risk to aggressive entries, but we just have to, you know, give it a shot here. Nothing really we can do. And if you don't want to, if you don't have the budget to give it a shot, save it from next month and just sit out. Sit out. All right, 5-minute closed here. No top wick. I would like to see a top wick on 5-minute at least here. Would be great to see. In order to even enter this thunderstorm, I would need a top wick. I want to see if I have top wick on my broker. We need to be alert here. Make sure that there is. I need to zoom in. There's something. I think there is, but it looks extremely small. Need to see that on phone where I can zoom in easier. Yeah, there is the micro nipple. There is a micro nipple on that. So I guess we do have a top wick here. Question is, do we want to rip it on a thunderstorm? But where is stops gonna go? Probably 500 would have to be, even though that's very unsafe stops. One hour close in 3 minutes. True, that's a good point. That you make a good point there. Yeah, let's see the 1 hour close. Why not? I do think it has a chance to go though before the 1 hour close. Last week, did you say there was a probability that investors will treat Monday at the beginning of the month? I do remember that. There is a possibility, yes. There is. Two minutes here. Can we survive 2 minutes? I don't know. I don't know if we can survive 2 minutes. 1 hour top wick can be very nasty here. I think we might have to wait here. I think we might just have to wait. Looks like it's gonna go. Yeah, hide. It's tight with time, man. You might get stuck in this 1 hour top wick. Nice little 1 minute thunderstorm. It's very tough, this. Very tough. Maybe we just have to go full hard risk here and just rip it. It's tough decisions when it's so close to a 1 hour close. Mike broke half top wick. Yeah, it's more the 1 hour close, man, because we're not putting stop loss above anything, man. We're putting stop loss basically in nowheres, man. It's not above structure, not back in the range, not above a 15 minute. It's not above everything. So this is where the risk is. The risk is we have this. Now, if we have this 15-minute candle closure, look at this. We have 30 pips stop loss here. We have 20 pips at least to here. Can make a decision there at least if it gets there, or we get stopped out. And we would have 5-minute structure as well. Yeah, looks like it would be okay if we can do that. Look at 1 hour not closing below. It is closing below here. It is closing below. Oh, you're saying watch that the 1 hour doesn't close below? Oh, okay. We'll see. 38 seconds. If it does, would give me $500. If it doesn't, give you $500 if it doesn't close below. No. If it closes below, you give me $500. Oh. Ooh. Did it close above? It did. Last second, huh? Not bad. Waiting for my money? No, I said you give me. I never said I give you. This is the trick question. So it did, guys. It did close. Did close above here. That's interesting to see. So I wonder how we treat this. 30-minute closed above. 5-minute close above. But is it enough just to go? Well, it's too late now. Yeah. This is tricky markets, man. Look, it gives you just the close above, and now if this starts dumping, wow. If this can now make a deeper top wick and then reflip, interesting. It will be interesting. Then I'm actually interested. This is now interesting. This is now potentially interesting. Yeah, if we can retest somewhere up here, we could be onto something. No go for me. This is classic trap. Well, this is the trap here, right? So this is where now it will trap. People who got trapped now are going to be punished, and then people are going to try buy from this, and it might punish the buyers. So that could be a sell opportunity once we re-break the low again, because it has no reason to re-break the low again. Geo also did not close back in the rate. How did 1 hour close? 1 hour candle closed here weak bullish, currently broke the low. We have this little 1 hour support, which I feel we can look for potential sells below with mixed bias. Yeah, I'd be interested in probably sells only below that. Gold started to reject. GJ starting to reject. This is good. Kept us safe. Tapped your level. Which one? Can we get 5-minute liquidity grab from GJ? Yeah. Previous week, yeah, I did tap it. It's nice. We did need this 5-minute pullback. If this 5-minute closes above though, then it has a change of structure on 5. So you'd probably need, what's this called? You probably need 5-minute close below. Sell below that previous 1 hour on GU is inside an Asian range, am I right? Yeah, it would be. I missed my entry on GU. Do you think this would be valid? Oh, that closed below for you? That's interesting. That didn't close below for me. Oh, it did slightly here. Not really valid. Because you're selling on top of the range in kind of a bullish move here. Right? So realize that 4 hour time frame can still continue. Bullish move that had no pullback, yeah, but now you'd be break even at the top of the range, and it probably comes snap you break even right now as it taps the previous 1 hour top of the range. So if we can get back inside the range, would be better. If we're gonna go, to be honest, if we want to sell, the higher it goes right now, the better. Like if it can come back up here and we can sell from up here, it's better, because we're not really done a strong pullback to dump, if that makes sense. Look at this price action. Like if we want to dump here, we want to like be back at these zones. We want to be back at these zones and then look for sells, because this will give us the range to trade. Here to here is not great. We could just retest here, continue higher, and actually continue with that bullish bias, right? With the buying side. What's the difference between one lot and USD, Euro USD and GC? Well, GC is going to be futures, right? GC is futures. So it's going to be a little bit different. Contract sizes are different than lot sizes. Actually, contract sizes fluctuate depending on the base asset. So one contract will be different on S&P, be different on NASDAQ. So you have to go and check how that is calculated. But one lot on GBP, I mean on Euro USD, like you said, is actually going to be, one lot is going to be per pip, you'll make around $10 per pip. Yeah, if this 5 can close below, it couldn't get interesting here. Five-minute close below now that we have the support. Yeah, that can work. Yeah, I think that would be the idea here. 5-minute close below. Last 2 minutes though. We have to wait 2 minutes. While we wait, just go to the bathroom, come back. Looking for GJs on sell soon, potentially, but it did respect our zone. This is why we wait for closures. It's hard. It's hard with the way that market conditions been, like sometimes not giving us closures, but today we would have been protected tons of times. Tons of times. So this is a time accounts, man. This is a time accounts. Like, look, we're waiting for 5 close below, rejected it. We'd be in drawdown now if we just ripped it. We have 4 minutes for a potential setup 3 here. This could be even juicier. Sheesh. Nice move down. Setup 3 would still be closing below resistance. It would, because this is a previous 1 hour. It's not a current. We don't have to worry about it too much. We are respecting it, but this could just be a reaction. If we cross through it again, it's unlikely we reject here. It's a previous, you know. But that's why we considered it here, because of this reaction. Now, these reactions can stop us out. These reactions can stop us out if there's a big enough, you know, pullback. Spamming is writing capital letters. That's why the bot is telling you off. Seems like it's trying to make its way down before the close here. Two minutes again. We're stuck in that 2-minute waiting period. When you look for candles to close, what time frame is best for that? I like to stick to 15. 15, it seems to be my bread and butter. You know, it works well for me. But listen, like if a 30-minute candle is closing, then of course I will be, you know, operating off of 30 minutes as well. It's based on time. Like the next 15-minute candle we have is going to be at 10:15. So we don't have a 30 closing. We don't have a 1-hour closing. The candle after that on the 15-minute is going to be at 10:30. So at that time we have a 30-minute candle. So I will consider. Bro, I lost $1,000 account. What should I do? Well, it's very unfortunate, but you have to realize that this industry requires a lot of skill. And people, unfortunately, are happy to invest $1,000 into an account thinking that they'll make money when you actually don't make money because you don't have the skill yet, rather than investing their time into joining somewhere. Like if you're going to put money in, you might as well put money into somewhere where you can progress for not even a fraction of the cost, like $50, right? It's a mind-boggling thing for me, but I do understand a lot of people are also scamming out there and they're going to waste your money. But in terms of being part of something like a community could greatly, you know, change that outcome, and you're not going to lose $1,000 account. But it's happened now. You have to move on. You can't really change that, and you have to make sure you learn a lesson from that. Learn a lesson that, hey, unless I have the skill, I'm actually not going to make money. So what's the point of me just depositing money to go blow it anyways? It's a very heavy liquidity grab zone now. We're getting 1, 2, 3 liquidity grabs from this zone right now. So if we break it, there should be a good pop towards the downside. Otherwise, if we respect it for today, then we should see we should just see price bounce off that and then continue to either range or push up, give us setup 2 down. It's another option, a little bit longer option. So 15 candle close bullish, a bit deep for like a very confident inducing setup 3, but still could count. I would say at this point I still prefer a 5-minute candle closing below. We are bearish bias, so there's no buys today. We'd be waiting for a setup 2. Do you call trades on the community sometimes? Not sometimes, a lot of the time. I share my trades every day there. Why gold is keep pushing? I don't think it keeps on pushing. I think we reached very close to target. Just gave another retest right now. Price on the 1 hour is closed bullish here. We're kind of in this zone here. So it needs to make up its mind. Does it want to close above and continue here? Or is it going to just form a bit of range before trying to continue? Until we break structure, this thing should continue up. I might take counter trend buys if gold closes above previous 15. Yeah, you would need a perfect close so that you could have range. Like 17 pips for like 18 pip stop loss, 17 pip stop loss is fine. But you would want, you know, you do have that on 30 as well. So yeah, I think that would make sense. Let's see how this forms here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Last day of the month. I'm very excited for quarter 4. I don't know why. I have one query. What's your query? Sometimes order block worms, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, because this is order block smart money concepts, man. Understand price action. It's not like it's a switch. Something works, something doesn't work. It's a game of probability and statistics. It's how this game works. Probabilities and statistics. One minute. Let's see if it can do business in 1 minute. Close below. And if you're trading like that, I recommend you go and get your testosterone levels checked. It would be of benefit to you and help you with your trading to get your testosterone levels checked as well. And especially if you're using these concepts, right? You have to be careful. Scientifically proven decline in testosterone levels for males who trade using those concepts. Part 2. What concepts? You'll find out. Like, if you notice that your testosterone levels are dropping, then you're probably trading the wrong concepts. I check testosterone. We're respecting this high. Maybe possible setup 3 can work here. Dude be needing TRT? Not the dude, man. Everyone who, thinks that the cult. They don't need TRT, man. They need freaking a whole cycle, man. TRT is not enough. I don't claim this or that, but support and resistance could be taught to a 10-year-old. Exactly. Support and resistance could be taught to a 10-year-old, but maturity and emotion in the market cannot. Like, I always tell people this, it seems like it's the hardest thing, the easiest thing, to follow a method, very simple, waiting for closures, waiting for break or high and low, waiting for specific support and resistance and marking that. Very, very, very simple thing. But trust me, try it out and you'll find that it's the hardest thing about it. Is because of how simple it is, it makes it extremely hard. Because of the emotion and the things that go around it. We want to make it harder. We want to justify why different positions make more sense. So we add more complication to the market, because that's how a human brain works. It wants to find a problem and solve it. So if we say, hey, is this 1 hour support gonna be a problem? So we're trying to solve why this 1 hour support won't be a problem. But then we forget about the simplicity of the whole move that's happening. The story that we told of the higher time frame. Everything comes from the higher time frame. Waiting is draining, that's why? Yeah, and unfortunately a lot of people can't wait. They can't wait. All right, we're coming close to these lows here. Let's see. Might take a setup 3 here. Yeah, guys, when this breaks the low, I'm gonna take a sell. Gonna go a bit aggressive. A lot of bearish momentum here. All right, so we broke the low. See what happens. Execute on that. Stop loss above the highs. Break even gonna be the 500 level. Setup 3 immediately into drawdown. Not the best. If you didn't enter, just wait for the break of the lows again. Probably gonna be better at this point. Holy crap, this is unlucky. Hopefully we can re-break the lows. So if you didn't, just wait for the re-break of the lows. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good here. Heavy rejection. Market has been very impulsive, so I wanted to give this a shot. Hopefully the 5 can close below here. This would be ideal. Shouldn't we have waited for the close? I'm just trading what I see. You don't have to follow this. Like, I'm just doing what I want to do. All right, pushing down so far. See if we can get the volume here. Give us a little bit of a push down would be great. We need that continuation. I expect that continuation to come through. Not sure what we're rejecting right here. Let's go ahead and investigate. It's a very harsh rejection from here. I don't see any reason, any level to go break even or something like that. Both ways we'd be in this position since we got the 5-minute close below as well. 30-minute candle is closing here, doji. I would like to see the 50-minute candle close below support. $52 seconds. Can we close below support, Mr. GJ? Yeah, not the best close here, boys. Not the best close. Closing at a support here. Not sure what we rejected. Literally rejected nothing. Very close to our 500 level. Literally from our break-even level and TP1 around 7 pips here. We'll have to see if we can respect this. Otherwise, not looking the best here. I really don't like this close on 15. It's set up 3 for upside. I think we keep on rejecting, but yeah, it's strange to give such a deep liquidity grab here first. 9 pips, like it did it already. We flipped, we closed the 5 below, we broke the 5-minute low. Like unbelievable this. 1 minute is just not even pulling back. We have lower high structure, lower low structure, and now this just comes back here, FU. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. BE? You should have went BE? Well, it didn't follow my plan to go BE. I would have gone BE emotionally here. 9 pips was not, it didn't reject anything for me to go BE. You can go BE if you have a plan to go BE, but I don't see a reason to go BE. So if I went BE and it tapped me BE and then hit my TP, I'm going to be really pissed in this scenario. I'm going to be really pissed in this scenario because, you know, it's obviously something that's didn't tap anything. Would you go B or break of lowest low now? Yeah, for sure. It doesn't have to flip if it wants to get down there. If it flips after getting down there, it will be a second liquidity grab. B means break even, means you get out at your entry. Love how there's no emotions involved in your trading. Win, drawdown, you're still not emotionally attached. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I wish we could have tapped a level here to give me an idea of, okay, why we're rejecting. I just don't understand why we're exactly rejecting this specific level here, which actually gives me confidence that this should be able to flip. The problem is, does it hit stops first? Like, that might be the unfortunate reality of this trade, is we might hit stops first and then get below again, and then you have to go again here. You know? I'm just trying to think a world where I would be able to get out, but there wasn't a world. We just didn't tap anything. I would break all my rules doing that. I'd break all my rules doing that. Yeah, if this breaks the high, it's going to be game over for us, unless it can just liquidity grab. Unless we can get the same liquidity grab here from the highs and then flip down bearish. We need the same liquidity grab. So we needed to break this high, liquidity grab, and flip back down bearish. So now we need the flip. Little break above, 1-2 more pips here above the 1 minute. Can come a little bit higher. Then we needed to reject, flip back down. So now it needs to reject right now. Otherwise we're stopped. Otherwise we're stopped. Did that tap me out? Oh, yeah, I tapped. All right. I don't know what to say anymore. As long as you felt good, yeah, it was solid, but it's just tough, man. What time was that? As per your attitude, your trading strategy is not that great, bro. You need to work on it. Well, I'm sorry you don't find my trading strategy great, but it's been working for me for a very, very long time here, and it's the way that I trade. So unfortunately, to you it might seem bad, but to me this was a valid setup, and we've seen GJ have these heavy downside moves. This same move that you see right here is a replication of this move right here, actually. It's an exact replication. As you can see, waiting for the close here would have not allowed you to get to this, right? If you wouldn't be allowed to get to this waiting for the close. So going at the break of the low would have been the option to get down here. And that's how you make a profitable trade. And if you actually look at this exact scenario here, it's literally the same scenario where you get the profits here, right? So you can see that. You can see that. Now, check this out, right? You would go break of low, stop loss above highs, right? Same stop loss, right? 25 pips stop loss, and boom, there you get 21 pips actually on this, 23.9, something like that. Actually a little bit less, but you get the point. At least maximum this is going to be a break-even trade, worst case scenario. So yeah, let me adjust all my stats, make sure that I put all full losses here. And yeah, this is how this month is this been, man. Literally Unbelievable. Not to be even more of a downer, but I don't think you added GU loss to Friday stream stats. Might be wrong though. I'm sure I did because I'm at 27. Yeah, look, I'm 26 losses here with that loss. I'm 26 losses here, but I started this journal when I took a loss before. So check this out, 26 losses here. And on the stream record, I'm 27 losses. So it's impossible that this is less. And this is even started a little bit after the stream journal. So I do think I did add it for sure. That GU loss wasn't on Friday though. That wasn't on Friday. That was on a different day. That was on a different day. But yeah, just been an unfortunate little period here. Lot of unfortunate, you know, a lot of unfortunate things here, but it's kind of like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? If you don't take the shot, then I guess not. The sad thing is I couldn't get to break even. That's the sad thing. And this is where I really... It might be... I don't know. I don't see a vision for break even right here. I don't see a vision. How's your month in terms of percentages? Yeah, unfortunate, man. Unfortunate month for me in terms of percentages. This month I'm only up 2.5% after today's loss. Actually a little bit more, I would say 2.8, but you know, that's I'm up 3%, but we have to consider commissions, right? Because did take a few break evens last month. Commissions did add up a little bit here. So yeah, I'm gonna say 2.8%. Really been a bad month for me. Been a very bad month for me. So that's very unlucky. I just don't see a vision here. This is just like a literal testing. The markets is just testing me at the moment. Really, I've taken this trade 100 times. I knew I should have probably just taken today off. Last day of the month, we're gonna get this weird thing. I mean, we've had amazing dumping price action here. There's no reason for it to reject exactly here. I don't even know what it's rejecting, man. Like 500 had to be tapped. 500 had to be tapped. 500 tap. 500 tap. 500 tap. 500 tap. 500 tapped. Tapped here. It had to be tapped. That was where we were looking to reach, man. At least a pip from it. Has to be tapped. I mean, that is the rejection zone, not where we are right now. That is not the rejection zone. This did not close at the rejection zone. This closed above. Even if we're looking, trying to make excuses here. Daily time frame here, trying to make excuses. Did daily even tap its triple previous resistance? No, we didn't tap it. Where's that resistance? Below 500. So daily didn't tap that. Daily didn't tap that. Of course, 4 hour wasn't tapped as well, which would be important, you know, if we did tap it or something. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. This wasn't tapped. This wasn't tapped. Literally nothing tapped. Sitting out final days. Yeah, I knew I should have, but I just feel, you know, people have been waiting and markets look good this morning. A lot of volume, you know, but it's just going to be typical end of month here. Probably just should have taken the day off. But quarter, end of month, end Monday, London session, worst day to trade? Probably, yeah. Just it looked like a lot of volume today. We actually saw some nice volume coming into the markets. So when you take a day off, it would have a negative fact that you still have taken a loss on the same setup appeared. So when you take a day off, would it negate the fact that you would have still taken a... What do you mean by negate the fact? What do you mean by that? Looks like the 4-hour demand got tapped. No, it didn't reach the 4-hour demand, man. It didn't reach the 4-hour demand. 4-hour demand would be down here. It would be way lower. You know? It would be into something like this. $500, man. 500 was the zone. And yeah, that was my plan. You know, if I was happy to show up today and take absolutely nothing, right? I'm obviously used to that, but look at we had nice price action today, man. Price was moving, volume was coming in, and we saw this could be simple continuation from Friday. I've seen that happen in GJ. So I'm not scared to take risk, guys. I'm not scared to take risk. I'm not scared to take risk. Can we say that previous daily didn't have enough bottom wick, so when price reached daily bottom, it grabbed liquidity to retest upside? Yes, if we didn't have the upside test first, but we did go up first before coming down and this 4-hour candle closing bullish. So this would be considered the retest, right? In market open here, this retest. That's the retest. Like, why are we retesting there? GG man, yeah, unlucky. Obviously part of the game. I know I get a lot of hate for it, but man, at least I'm doing this in front of people. You know, it sucks, but I'm used to it, man. And if I'm gonna have a rough period where I take 2 losses, yeah, so be it. Even a break-even month is not gonna be, you know, even the loss is not gonna be, you know, something that's gonna affect me long term here. I'm not new to this game. Many people are maybe watching me who are new. I don't think so. I can see they've dropped off. But you have to realize that I've been doing this for a while, and I've been through rougher periods than this. I've been through periods where I just lose, and I expect that to happen in the future as well. I'm not scared of that. I expect to have a losing month sooner or later, and I know it will damage my brand. But again, at the end of the day, I made a choice to show what I do live, and hopefully people take benefit from that. I know it's very harsh on my, obviously, you know, popularity, you know, per se, as people just want to leave and they don't want to come back and they just want hype. But unfortunately, this is the harsh reality of trading, and sooner or later, if you want to stay in this game, you're just going to come back and realize that maybe I had something that I was right. Maybe because 30-minute no pullback, 4 consecutive bearish, 30-minute also 27. But this is how the markets have been, right? This is how the markets have been, very impulsive. We've had no pullbacks. Like, we would get these massive impulsive moves. We've seen it happen time and time again. Impulsive. You know? I know, it's just as that's my rule. I notice we get it like this. Yeah, I mean, it's opportunity cost. Obviously, then the only problem is you'll not take many trades, man. Your trades will be like maybe 1 per week if you always have to have 30-minute confirmation. Harry, if you wait for a retest, it would be better or not? Everything is better except a loss, guys. Everything would have been better except a loss. Realize that. If we won today, no questions would be asked. It would be a very simple, straightforward stream. Very simple, straightforward, you know, very simple, straightforward thing. Harry, what's your plan after the stream today? My plan is to go cry myself to sleep. No, I'm only joking. Nothing, man. Just reflect on this month. I think it was maybe a silly idea to try push. I got maybe... you know, I got enticed by nice volume today in the markets. GU is moving nice from the morning towards the upside. Same thing with GJ towards the downside. And I was enticed to say that, hey, Monday can be a little bit different here. Hi, I was surprised you're trading today. Yeah, what to do? It's all good. Let's be honest, this month was terrible for everyone. It wasn't the best month. Can you explain what month makes end of month strange? Just, you know, who's driving price? No one wants to invest end of month. No one wants, everyone's profit taking. They're trying to realize gains that they've had for the month. Volume just becomes inconsistent. It's not volume that was a problem. It's just continuation. We don't get that continuation. And volume was not an issue here. We have volume. It was evident from the morning. This morning, we've already moved over 50 pips. From the morning here, I mean, look, market opened. We pushed up here over 92 pips. We've then dumped another 77 pips. There's volume. You know, now it just reversed instead. Just reversed instead. What do you mean by no volume? Didn't you see the volume it had? No, I didn't say no volume, bro. Can you relax? Jesus Christ. People are upset. Relax. I told him there is volume. There is. I'm obviously thankful for losses. In every loss, there's a lesson to be learned. Good shot today. Lobsters all next month. Yeah, I'm not worried. But obviously, unfortunately, a lot of people will not be able to see next month if it becomes good, as they will just leave. But I trust me, this is part of the process. Sooner rather than later, we'll see. I don't really have to justify anything else, to be honest, and I'm not really in the mood to keep justifying myself. I don't have to justify the way I trade. I think it's been pretty evident over this time. Win some, lose some, of course. I think Harry market never grabbed liquidity from downside. No long bottom wick. I mean previous bottom wick too short, almost like no bottom wick. That's why it grabbed liquidity and now had grabbed the liquidity to go down. What do you think about this? Well, why didn't it do it here? Right? It should have done it here. Here's the daily flip. Here's the daily flip. So we should have seen this fail, and then when it grabbed liquidity from this low after tapping previous 1 hour, then continue. Should just play Plinko. Let's take a bunch of trades to make it all back. We could make 10% today. We could also lose 10%. That's the problem with live stream trading, and that's why gurus never show their live streams. YouTube can never understand the meaning of probability. You can do everything right with a great 70-75% accuracy. Trades will fail 20-30% of the time. Yeah, it's true. And also they come in waves, right? There's long periods where we don't take any losses, but then it's cooking up to for that 35% or 25% to come at once, right? Which is going to be in the inconsistent periods. Harry, since July you are up 2.4%, which means your stream viewers are certainly in negative in the last 3 months. Yeah, they have been. They have been, as people don't want to accept the truth. Also, there's been a lot of stuff happen in the industry where people have been exposed as scammers, and naturally people will leave. They can't really take it. It's too much for them. It's too much, right? So remember, whoever's surviving to quarter four is people who are dedicated to this game. And if one loss is gonna define you in this game, then you're probably not meant for it. You know, it's, as much as how harsh that sounds, it's just how it works, man. I feel like GJ is going to be bullish for the next couple of weeks. I took so many losses on GJ. Yeah, price action has changed on this pair. It's really not... It manipulates a lot. It manipulates a lot. Too much these days. Too much. Like you literally... Yeah, look at this. This is another manipulation, right? If you were to take this on 30-minute, price broke the lows first, right? Broke the lows first, immediately rejected, and would have stopped you out with stop loss above the highs. That's why in Asian I talk about stop loss above the whole range. But yeah, it would have broken these lows first and then come up. Stop you out, then continue. And then you have to... But this luckily gave you a re-entry, right? You can just go again, break of these lows. Boom. Yeah, the re-entry is very smooth here. We should all look for sells in GJ. Yes, I think sells would be valid, but we need to wait for some sort of setup. So what I would be looking for GJ right now, so I'll be looking to see if this candle can close bearish, next candle can close bullish, and just repeat this. A lot of people after they will lose the vision. They'll be scared to continue with the vision. And as you can see, if you look at this right now, this is a very similar setup to this, where we come down now, although this one never did a liquidity grab to the lows, but it's very similar. We can see price came down, formed support here, bounced back up bullish, retested some ranges here, came down, changed structure, dumped, continued for the rest of the day. We could see something similar from here or from here. This is one spot we can see. This is the second spot we can see. So sells would change a structure here, or sells would change a structure here, are also going to still make sense for today, as long as it happens before the 4 hour. If it happens after the 4 hour, by then the 4 hour could flip bullish. This is going to be a liquidity grab to the lows, and then we can continue up bullish, which is still a factor, because if you look at what happened in Japan, I'm not sure any of you know what happened in Japan, is that we have a new election, a new PM, new prime minister, and he wants to go back to the accommodative standpoint. He wants to go back to the accommodative standpoint. He wants to accommodate the economy. Right? It's just London Open here, 1 hour candle closing bearish on GU. 30-minute bearish. GJ continuing up bullish. Why not tap 500, DJ? Why? Not even bottom wick on this, huh? Actually, one candle. One candle, all she wrote. 8 pip drop. Well, if I close at 10 pips, there we go. This is the setup 3 we wanted towards the downside. Something like this. Nice little move. This is exactly the type of setup we wanted, right? You see how it breaks the highs. Stop loss below here. Boom. Straight 1-to-1. Straight 1-to-1. See that? Exact same. Again, another setup 3 for the upside. Perfect. Breaks the high. Boom. Straight 1-to-1. It's what we wanted for the downside, but didn't get it, man. We got absolutely the opposite. Could it come back down? Yeah, you need something to look like this. Or maybe one candle bearish. Next one close below the range. I'd say you don't even need close below key level because we tapped key level here. And then you can sell down like that. Something like this is what you would need. Hi, what's the toughest month for you this year in terms of trading? In terms of P&L, will be January. I was like minus 1%. And then probably this month, actually. This month's turned out to be pretty bad. Should it be new rule not to trade end of month? Yeah, but then, you know, it's like, it's that double-edged sword, right? Because how are you going to feel if end of month gives a banger position? You know what I mean? I should just be taking a break myself end of month as a rule anyways, just to keep this more longevity. I mean, I push too many days back to back. I think that also causes a lot of people to be impatient, as they have to sit with me every day. I don't think people are ready for that. I'm used to it. I've been sitting in front of the chart every day for the last 4 years like this, the same way you've been watching me for a year. I've been sitting doing this for 4 years back to back every single day. So I'm pretty used to it. When is daylight saving? It's gonna be next month. It's gonna be next month. They said daylight savings. It shouldn't be daylight savings till next month. It's probably going to be daylight savings in like Australia or New Zealand. I do believe they changed their daylight savings this month. Well, tomorrow. Someone will have to confirm who's from there. But I do think they do. Next week. Yeah, there you go. I'm in Queensland. It's the only place that doesn't change. Are you going ahead 1 hour for? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Nothing happens for me. Nothing happens for me. I just start later my time. So my stream will start at 10:30 a.m. my time, not 9:30. Now I start at 9:30. I'll start at 10:30. Hey Harry, I learned a lot from your channel. Really thanks that I'm unable to join your Discord because my phone number is not being verified. Can you tell me any other way? Sorry, I have to keep the public Discord because of scammers. I need to include the number verification. You can reach out to Discord and ask them. Be surprised if they answer. But yeah, troubleshoot online. I don't own Discord. I can help you with stuff like Pip Labs. Okay, we tap back into the second zone now. Where does this move come from, man? This is a very impulsive, strong move. This is not yen driven. This is GBP driven. We should have seen the exact same move on UK 100 then. Watch. UK 100, you see the same. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense. It's weird. Disgusting price action. Look at this shit. Smart Harry, they don't know. How long is this live stream? No, we run this every single every day, Monday to Friday. Harry, they will unblock my account. All they wanted to test my patience. You were right, man, but I never backed down on these emails. Provided detailed proof for everything. They couldn't continue the trolling. Amazing, man. That's some great news today. Very happy about that. And yeah, I know how these companies work. Most people would give up, right? Because it's the same mindset with traders, right? Most traders give up eventually, so they're gonna give up on this. Harry, a lot of accounts using same. Yeah, I keep putting announcements telling you that those are scammers, man. Obviously, I won't DM you first. I don't have. Listen, these scammers are charging you $1,000, $500 for their program. Guys, my group costs $50, guys. Like, why are you how are you getting scammed when it's on my website? Like, you can't buy anything else. You know, it costs $50. How are you being scammed more? I know. Am I asking? Yeah, it's around 2 hours. I'm feeling stagnant and anxious to trade again after losing an entire month's worth of progress. Anxious to start all over again. Any advice to overcome? Don't be scared, man. Follow the plan. You've had progress in that month. If you follow the process, it will be fine. Now, my question is, how did you lose an entire month worth of progress? Was it gradual or was it all of a sudden? If it was all of a sudden, then you have an issue, right? You have an issue. You have an issue, which is you failed somewhere in the plan. That shouldn't happen that fast. It should never happen that fast. Break even month on stream, huh? 1, 2, 3 wins, 1, 2, 3 3 losses. Yeah, break even month on stream. To be honest, not that bad regarding how this month went. Like, holy shit. In your stream journal, the 5th entry is not matching with the link provided. 16th of July, please check that again. So, wait. In your stream journal, the 5th entry is not matching with the link provided. I don't understand. What link? There's 2 links. There's the, I probably say 16th July. Let's go to 16th July and make sure the stream is 16th July, because that will obviously be the reason why. Here's 16th July, break even trade. What stream is this? This is 16th July. So let's see if I took a break even on stream or if I'm lying. So stop loss to break even. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Did I tap break even? There, stop loss is at break even. Yeah. And I tap break even. Oh, I even show my MetaTrader, bro. Even you see my MetaTrader, bro, to see how close I was to getting if I was tapped out. Because this is showing me tapped out here. But you can see in my MetaTrader I was entered a little bit earlier. So that's why I showed that. That's why I showed that just to say, like, listen, I'm not tapped out on my MetaTrader yet. But yeah, this was a break-even trade, man. What do you mean? This is a break-even trade, brother. So it seems accurate to me, 16th July. Seems accurate to me. If you're getting scammed by these people, probably not the best idea to be trading at all. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's not a break-even month for sure. Then what is it, brother? What happened? Hi, do you always wait for candle entry break of higher lows? If then, why? Thank you. Yes, I do, because of confirmation. It's confirmation. If candle respects a low or high, it's a very low probability that it's going to continue in that direction. Well, there is a probability, but it literally has a much higher probability to continue once that low or high actually breaks. GJ setting up, set up 2, yeah. Only worried about this GBP strength we're seeing. Today I might just go crazy in the markets here. I might just risk all of my monthly profits on today. See if I can make or break the month. Break even or make it good. See what happens. I might be planning that. Don't think that sounds too good? Sounds good to me. The risk column has to be looked at to see if they're very good. Finally, someone's been listening. This is why pips don't matter, because if you calculate pips, pips, right? That's how it is. Right? Because you could have 1,000 pip profit for this month, but percentage-wise, you're not up, right? And that's a very important thing. That's a very important thing. Yeah, it's a percentage. It's a percentage because pips don't matter. If you're trading something like Euro USD, 5 pips could be 1%. 5 pips could be 1%. So you have to focus on each individual trade and how much percentage. That's why I started journaling percentages, right? So yeah, if you, according to that, yeah, minus 1% because of today, but break even without today. So that's interesting. If I didn't take today, I'd be break even into, if you followed every single trade that you took on stream this month, you would have been break even, which is pretty good in a rough month. We're not even down. But today, obviously, I changed it. But as I said, I'll go aggressive today, probably make it back or lose it all. One or the other. DAX 500 pips could be 1%. Precisely, yeah, that could happen as well. Right, we've seen that. Are you not going to be pissed at yourself at losing in these bad conditions? Nope, because I kind of accept the risk then, right? So it's like, it won't change anything for me. Like, if I'm up 2.5%, whatever, it's not really going to be life-changing. It's good, but I can try do something with that. That's the power I have as a trader. I just know I'm not going to break my rules. That's the difference. How much percentage you up every month on average? 6% this year. Last year was well past, it was like 10% every year. If you lose, you'll regret. Not if I plan, right? Not if I plan. It has to be a structured entry, guys, not some FOMO or some bullshit. It has to be a structured entry that makes sense. You have to realize that. Has to be a structured entry. I'm not going to just take some random bullshit and just, you know, close my eyes and try get into something, oops, for the sake of it. No, it will have to be something that is planned here, right? Planned and makes sense. Alright, I borrowed 500k from Claudio's account. What do I buy or sell? Oof. If you borrowed 500k from Claudio's account, the first thing you should buy is Tradesharpe exclusive for $50. That will be an insane investment there. And now you'll have 499,945. Right? So you still have a little bit left, but doesn't sound good as 500. Then, once you get inside of the group, you should find Harry and tip him 100k, just for the sake of it. Now with that 100k, I will go build a school in Africa. Right? So we'll do that. I will build a school in Africa or something, help out, or Southeast Asia, or wherever. Doesn't matter. We'll find somewhere. So we'll do something good with the money. Right? Then, after that, you should go and full margin. Like every single penny, we should probably full margin. Wonder what we should do. Full margin. Yeah, I don't know. We have to discuss where would we want to full margin. I mean, there's no small entry we would want to full margin. Anything else is boring. Bro, we have schools in Africa. Well, you have to realize if you look at the population, a lot of people do not have education in South Asia and Africa in terms of statistics. So if we were to build a school, it would be probably a bad idea to build it in somewhere that has a lot of schools. It would be unfair, right? We want to put it in an area that people can benefit from, right? So we have to do that based on statistics, not based on ego, not based on anything else but statistics, right? Not based on race, nothing. Siberia? Well, I mean, if there was a demand there, we'd have to see. That's a different story. We'd have to see where we want to make an impact. Algeria, yeah, we'd have to see, man. That's my point. We'd have to find a place that needs. Probably at this time, I'd probably like to send some sort of support to Lebanon or somewhere. All these people being displaced from the house, they kind of need immediate support right now. Actually, one of the biggest problems is hunger, guys. Do you know that 20% of the world's population is hungry? 20%. So you're blessed to not be sitting here in front of a screen hungry. Like, people take it for granted. Imagine people die. They worry about their next meal and they're about to die. But you're here crying about having something difficult in life. Like, what about if you don't have life in the next couple of days because you're going to die of hunger? Like, there's much worse things. The richest person is going to be the person who wakes up with no stress, who wakes up with no problems. That's the richest person. The richest person is the person who wakes up with no stress, no problems. And I'm bulking, yeah, so we truly is blessed. We truly are blessed, right? So we have to always be grateful for that type of stuff, no matter what difficulties, because the difficulties we are being put in are difficulties that are going to help us grow as a person to reach a different aspect of life, right? We reach an aspect of life where we want to be a high performance individual, not just live a day-to-day basis. And that's going to be testing. That's going to be testing. So it's actually a privilege. But I have depression. I think depression is a very broad statement. Remember, you always bring upon yourself depression. I don't see a world of success where you're happy. Doesn't make sense. You can't be happy and be successful. It's not possible because of the hardships you have to go through to be successful. But you find happiness in different things. You find happiness in the process. And you realize happiness is actually fake. I don't believe in happiness. There's no such thing as happiness. You're going to be sadder trying to chase happiness. Just get used to it. Man up. You know? Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be back. Just make babies if you're unhappy? True, true. I just saw you with your child there. If you're losing so much and you need a break, might be worth doing some more education. You shouldn't be behind a full-time trader if you have zero income. Yes, for sure. That is very, very true. If you chase material things from life, you'll never feel happiness. Of course. But if you keep doing the things that matters the most, yeah, you have to enjoy the process, right? Look, GU manipulating highs, manipulating lows potentially next. Gold 30-minute closing above. Getting into our max target here. So those who are holding the buys from the morning, yeah, you're pretty close to TP now. Got stopped out on a runner. Oops. Don't know where that went. Oh, nice. Kept dragging your stop loss. All right, all right. That's a massive position, man. It's a big boy one. Nice NASDAQ position. Would you like more, chest day or back day? Great question, man. Great question. I have to think about that. Oof, probably going to be... I don't know, man. That's a tough question. Probably back, I would say. Too many people are gonna choose chest. Candle didn't close above here on gold. Very interesting to see. So if the candle closed above here, you'd have higher probabilities. Yeah, back, I would say back. You all don't like shoulder day? Actually, I do enjoy training shoulders. Mr. Olympia predictions. Derek O'Hardy. Andrew Jacked third. Derek is looking pretty nasty, man. GJ set up 2 on 30 minute. Yeah, I was looking at that, but you'd have to take it on the flip here. Stop loss is around 47 pips, so you need it to push through. We could run current candle stops if it retests the highs here. Would be worth it in that sense. Have you seen Urs? Yeah. But 9 plus a trend 100x? Massive? It's not. I think in terms of classic physique, who's going to win is going to be C-Bum, of course. This is no doubt. But then second place is actually going to be the Dutch Oak. He's going to win. Yeah, Wesley. Wes is gonna become second. I think his legs are lacking, yeah, but I think he's gonna, and then maybe Dino third. It will be Dino versus Wes. That's the main battle. Dino versus Wes. See, the thing with Dino is he doesn't have the shape that Wes has. Still pushing here. All right, guys, I was about to take sells if we retested the highs here and broke these lows, but we're just not doing that. Market seems a little bit manipulated today, which we got caught up in. Now, price action looked great today. I don't regret doing what I did. Probably if I just decided to naturally take a day off today, I would have, but it's my job to show up here. Like, I feel worse not showing up, which could be something bad. So overall, yep, I know the impacts of doing what I did today. And it's gonna happen here. So I have to just make sure to focus on myself and take some time today to make sure my mindset's ready for next month, because that's what's matter. Can't rely on anything else. As a trader, it's very important for me, is to focus on me, unfortunately, because I need to push it hard. I need to push it hard to make significant income, and that's not easy. That's not easy for that to happen. and demands me full mental capacity. So if markets are going to get harder conditions, then I need to focus in on myself here and make sure that I trade those conditions to make money. As much as, you know, I love to come on stream and share stuff with you, you know, I have to prioritize my own trading here. It is very, very important because there's significant risk going on the table. So if things are going to be harder and I'm scared about being influenced by a stream, then I'll easily shut that down and just trade with my guys in the group. So realize that I have to reset. And I'm looking forward for next month, man. As much as hard as it's been, this is just the icing on top of the cake. And to be honest, I couldn't expect less. And I'm not... yeah, I'm just numb to it, to be honest. Damage has already been done, I feel. You know, many people have, you know, already made their minds up that they're not happy with this month. And that's fine. That's fine with me. It doesn't affect me. And this is why I trade. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. And hopefully you understood the position today. If that position happens again, I will be taking it. I will be taking it. But guess what? There's actually going to be a 70% chance it's going to win. A 70% chance. And I'll take that any day. And this is how this game works. This is how this game of probability and statistics work. And that's it. That's it. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening for the rest of the week here. New month tomorrow, new opportunity. Come in fresh and hit it big. So hope to see you everyone on stream. Take care, everyone. Take care. Trade sharp. And hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.